Hey there. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Carrie with Blues City Pickin', and if you're new here, I'm a part-time reseller. Goes around to estate sales, garage sales, and today or yesterday or the day before, thrift stores to see what I can find to flip for a profit on eBay. If you like reseller content, I put out 3 videos a week of mostly hauls and what sold because that's what works for me right now. But if you're interested in seeing anything else, just let me know and I will see what I can do. Yesterday, my local Goodwills were running 50% off the entire store. And so me and the picking partner went up there to see what we could find to flip for a profit. We did get there right when it opened, which was good because we were able to get a cart. She actually got a second cart later. I don't know. I guess somebody just thought she needed one. So she did grab a second cart later, which was helpful because we did end up with some bigger things that it made a big difference. So we spent about $177. I'm not going to show you everything because some of it I picked up for Thriftmas for my family. Now, I don't know if I've talked about it a ton, but we're planning on doing Thriftmas this year. So hopefully, I mean, obviously the kids are still going to get some bigger things, but the goal is to find some fun stuff for the family that is thrifted. So that's what we're doing. And I did find some fun stuff yesterday that we've been wanting for a while, or they've been mentioning for a while, but we found it at thrift stores, which is great. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. I'll show you some of the bigger stuff first. I was surprised. Like, we didn't get over to this guy right away. He is a blow mold, a Empire blow mold. He was $9.99, so I paid $5 for him. Looked him up. He looks to be about 40 to 50. I'm not scared of shipping that. I do have boxes already of that size that I save from shipments that arrive at our house. So that should be about $20 to ship it. So hopefully that's not prohibitive to somebody picking it up to $40 or $50. The other big thing that I picked up that I've been eyeing for a couple weeks and it was still there at 50% off. It is this V-Smile kids game. They had it marked at 45, which is why I had not picked it up before now. So it was $22.50. I did open it up and it had 7 games in there. And we've tested out the games, and I think 5 of them work. My kiddos have actually been playing with it right now. So we will get this listed. It should sell for about 75 to 80 by the time with the 5 games that do work. So I will get that listed soon since I want it to sell before Christmas. Hard goods is where we spent most of our time. We honestly did not look at a whole lot of clothes, but that was deliberate. I just am not really, I have a lot of clothes to deal with, and so I just didn't really want to get them. So we found these mugs. There's 5 of them. They were $1.99 each, so $1 priced. These are Pier 1 mugs. It is obviously a retired pattern. I looked them up, and they look to be selling for about 8 to 10 a piece, so I will lock them all up and list them for probably like 49 and see what I get. The insides were pretty clean, so grabbed that. I also grabbed this for personal. This is a water bob. These are for emergencies. You can fill your bathtub up with water. It is a sterile bladder, and so if you needed to have water if water was no longer available. It was $7.99, so $4. These things usually cost about $30, so I went ahead and picked that up for us. I found this. I picked it up and it was crazy heavy. It is I don't know if I'm gonna be able to show you. It is an Oneida. It is a serving platter, but it has a marble insert. So this was $7.99, so $4 after the sale. It should sell for about 30. Once again, it's heavy, but it's not super big or super breakable. So picked that up. Found a couple of little like bags and things. I actually don't see all the bags yet, but this is the brand Built New York. These are like neoprene sleeves for like iPads and stuff. So I picked up this neoprene sleeve for $2.50. And then I picked up a tote for $4. The tote looks like it'll sell for about 25 or 30. It even has like a sleeve inside built in for a tablet. This looks like, yeah, it'll sell for 25 or 30. And then the little one, maybe 15, but I wasn't comping everything by the end that we were there. I did pull a couple things off of new racks for clothes. Like I said, I didn't really spend any time in the clothes, mostly just the new rack. So this is a pair of Abercrombie and Fitch cargo pants, super cute, big bows, satin belt. They are a size 4, so smaller, but this is super Y2K. I've had some luck selling Abercrombie lately. These were $3.50, and I would have picked these up at the bins for not much less, so I figure why not go ahead and pick them up? Looks like they need a wash. I'll probably throw those in the wash. And then the other thing I snagged off of a new cart, this was also $3.50. This was IC collection, which I believe is IC by Connie K. It is an extra large like sheath dress, super cute, has like tie sleeves. So I don't know if you can really see it. Yeah. I just thought it was really pretty. I don't think it was silk. Did I look that up or was it? Let me see. No, it is not silk. It is polyester, dry clean only, but thought that was cute for $3.50. Probably it'll sell for about 30 to 35. The one area I did look at in clothes was jackets, just because you can sell them for a bit more. And so I picked up this St. Louis Cardinals jacket for I think $3.50. Yep, $3.50. It is a women's size medium, but it is more subtle, and I have had good luck selling these, so this should sell for about 25. And then last, but certainly not least out of the clothes, this was $3. A vintage Nike track jacket. It is that velour material, size a medium as well. But yeah, I just thought that was super cute. And the vintage style, like the Y2K, is really popping right now. And so I figured I would pick that up as well for $3. First bag down. Oh yeah. Okay. I'll show these before they get broken. All right, these are adorable. These are little boxes. So they're ceramic porcelain boxes. You can see the brand under there if you're familiar with that tag. That says Lefton. So I'm going to lock these up. They were $3.99 each or $2 each, so $4 for both of them. I'm going to lock those up for about 30. Let's see. Receipts. All right. I did pick up this Kurt Adler ornament. It says KSA. I think that's Kurt's signature collection or something like that. Master Toy Maker. He was marked for $2.99, so I paid $1.50, and he should sell for about 20. All right. This is one of the Target Featherly Friends. I don't think they're as popular this year as they were last year. This is from 2021. Its name is Gail. I paid $1 after the discount for this one, and I think I'm going to list it for 12-ish. Oh, this was a cute little nugget. This is a vintage plush stocking. Paid $1 for it. Look at that mouse. The plush stockings, I have had pretty decent luck selling them. I think I'm going to list this one for about 14 to 15. But yeah, super cute. I also picked up this new in package. It is a snowman flag. I've had good luck selling flags over the years. It was marked at $2.99, so paid $1.50. New from Target was $15 originally, so I will probably list that from somewhere from like 10 to 12. Let's see. I don't think I've finished doing research on this one yet, but this is a big green egg dual probe wireless remote thermometer. I did pay $5 for this. I haven't taken it out and tested it yet, but it should sell for 25 to 30, I believe. Right, and then the kiddo found this bag. It was $2.50. This is an EXO Betsy Johnson bag. Just a super cute little clutch with a wrist strap that is part of the zipper. Hopefully we can sell that for about 20 to 25. Oh, here's the other bag that I picked up. This is, let's see, what did we pay for this one? We paid $5 for this one. This is a Kipling tote. It is pink and gray. You can see the little Kipling logo on it. It is missing the monkey charm, which does add value. But for $5, I went ahead and snagged that, and it should sell for about 30, I believe. Right. Look at this little guy. Couldn't leave him. He was only $1 after the discount. He's a little like plastic molded Santa ornament. We'll probably list him for about 10. And then this is a blue sky pottery mug ghost. So cute. Thought about keeping him. I'm not going to. He was 2. He's only worth about 10, but I just felt like he was going to get broken. And I save things even though I shouldn't sometimes, guys. Be a better reseller than me, as I always say. All right, this is the little Dilbert dog from the Dilbert comics. He's got his little Santa hat on. I want to say his tag is missing. I took it off. I want to say he was $1 or $1.50 after a discount, and so I think he's going to sell for 10 to 15 or 10 to 12-ish. I picked this up. This was $2.50. It is, I believe, just painted glass. But look at that. Isn't that really pretty? It's Noel. It's got angels. Yeah, so I'm going to list that for about 19 or 20. Oh yeah, I paid $3.50 for this, which was probably a bit much for what it's actually worth. This is one of those vintage cloth sewing boxes. It is in very, very clean condition. So I did go ahead and pick it up. I just thought it was super cute. So let's see, it says Harrison Parks Muscatine. Oh, it's got like fruits and flowers on it, so it's probably only worth about 15, but I do like to save those when I find them. Oh, this one's fun. This was $1.50. These are Tomy eggs. I actually already have a set of these that I've had for a while that haven't sold, but it didn't stop me from picking these up. They're like little shapes that you put in, and then you've got little egg faces on them. They're super cute. For $1.50, they probably are only going to sell for about 10. But once again, these are vintage from 1993. This was from September 30th. So this is getting dangerously close to heading to the bins in the landfill where all the pieces are going to go in a million places and nobody's going to buy it. So there's that. All right, then you ready? Backpack. This is Dora's backpack. If it had this stuff in it, it would be worth a lot more. I paid $1 for it. I have not checked to see if it works. I've got to take the batteries out of it and try it, but it should be about 14 or 15. So for $1, I did go ahead and pick that up. And I think all I've got left is shoes. Let's see here. Yep, just shoes from now on. All right, so first is these pairs of Vapor Max. They are a youth 5.5, which is also a women's 7, so I'm going to list it like that. These are actually like really great for like Tennessee Vol fans, maybe Iowa fans. So I may put some of that in the keywords to see if we can get them sold that way. I did pay $9 for these even after the discount. So we'll see how that goes. I had my daughter doing some comping for me, and she told me those were worth it, but then when I got home I wasn't seeing the exact same thing, so hoping that those do shake out the right way. Okay, these are crazy. I did pay 15 for these, but these are like Western men's leather shoes. They do have like a cross on them. I'm not sure if you can see the embossed cross. That they are Lounge by Mark Nason, and they're a 15, so a rarer size. I went ahead and picked those up. I'm gonna list them for about 50. See how that goes. And if you notice, like my margins on some of these are not as good as what I normally like, and that's okay because honestly, I'm not going to have time to go out sourcing in the next week or so. So I did pick up a few things that had a more narrow margin so that I could have the inventory. So I don't mind that at all. This is a pair of Trotters. That is a decent brand. These are gold weave. I think they were a size 7. Yeah, size 7. I think I paid 4 or 5 for these, and they should sell for 20 to 25. I picked up a pair of Merrells. These were actually in the kids' shoe section, but they are a women's size 8 Merrell. I think they were the Chameleon hiking shoe. They do have a bungee cord that does work. I think I paid $3.50 or 4 for those, and they should sell for 25 or 30. And then I picked up these Adidas Gazelles. I actually saw these a week or two ago, but they were 20. So I wasn't willing to pay 20, but when I saw them on the shelf still on the 50% off day, I did grab them. I'm going to list them for about 60, and we'll see how those perform. This is my first time picking up this brand. It's SAS, or San Antonio Shoe Company. These are a comfort shoe. These are an 8.5. They are in immaculate condition. They don't even look like they've been worn. I think I paid $3.50 for these, and I'm planning on listing them for about 25 or 30. And then I picked up these Croc wedges. I know we're going out of sandal season, but for $3.50 or $4, I snagged them. And they should sell for 20 to 25 as well. And I think that's it. Is that it? Yeah. I mean, we spent a decent amount of money. A couple of the things that we bought for personal use were a bit more pricey, but that is okay because for Thriftmas, it's still cheaper than buying it new at the store. But yeah, I was pretty pleased with the haul that we had at the Goodwill for 50% off. And it didn't even look like there was anything missing. Like, it's crazy. We were there for about an hour and a half. Um, People were walking around with massively full carts, and it didn't even make a dent in the inventory in the store. I have noticed that our local Goodwills have started doing the 50% off day more frequently. It used to be maybe only like 2 or 3 times a year. If I recall correctly, like we didn't even go to the one that was last month. We skipped that one. I want to say that there was one in July, one in June, May. Like I want to say they've been doing it probably like 6 or 7 times a year now, as opposed to just 2 or 3. So I like that because I'm able to get through and get a little bit better inventory. It's only about 10 minutes away from my house, and so I spent 2 hours total, maybe, um, sourcing a full week's worth of inventory and then some, because I think I got more than 35 items here. Maybe I didn't, but a full week's worth of inventory, and good inventory that should sell for decent profits, decent margins, even if it's not like the full 15 that I normally try to make. So, does your local Goodwill do big sales at all? Let me know, and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks so much for stopping by. Bye.